Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my continued playthrough of Marvel United, The Streets of New York, where we are taking characters that are inherent or aligned with New York City and enemies that are aligned with New York City. We're having some fun with that. So far, we've taken on the Kingpin with Daredevil, Elektra, and the Punisher. After the defeat of the Kingpin, his minion, Bullseye, took off to do some crimes in other parts of New York City. He was then confronted by, so basically all the crimes he committed caused Jessica Jones to be brought into an investigation. Once she uncovered it was Bullseye, she then hired Luke Cage and Iron Fist, the heroes for hire, and brought them in to help track down Bullseye and take him on. They defeated him pretty soundly, and then we went on to what they were not expecting to have happen, and what they didn't know about was the battle with Loki and the Chitauri over New York City, where the Avengers took him on. We did that. We actually pushed Loki back, go figure, and defeated him. But it was all a ruse, and now Ebony Maw has come to look for something related to the Infinity Stones. And since all the major heroes are off doing other things, one of the S.H.I.E.L.D. heroes, which you might know of as Mockingbird, brought in Moon Knight and the Black Cat, who was available at the time, to see if they could track down what Ebony Maw is doing in New York at this time. So that's what we're going to be playing today. You can see them on the battlefield now. Please ignore my painting of Moon Knight. He's not done yet, not even close. Anyway, I just got started on him, but I did, and I got to do some more base work on her. That is Mockingbird. Also got to touch up some paint with her. I haven't done the base on Black Cat yet either, but there they are. And they're going to take on Ebony Maw, and I don't know how they're going to do, because Ebony Maw has some nasty abilities. And we're going to get on that right now. By the way, this was kind of a request to play these characters, so this will be interesting. And I don't have them all painted, so I do not have Ebony Maw painted yet, unfortunately. But that's the way it goes. So let's get down to it. I want to go over Ebony Maw's special abilities, and then we'll get right down to the gameplay. Now, I did decide to make it a little bit harder. I don't know how tough. I think Ebony Maw is going to be pretty tough. But I did take out their single wild cards just to make the game a little tougher, because I seem to be whooping these guys' tails to no end. And I want to make it a little more challenging for us. So I have done so. Now, what does Ebony Maw do? Well, Ebony Maw has a lot going on with crisis tokens. So his special rules are: heroes with any crisis tokens must play their hero card randomly on their turn, then they get to discard one of those tokens. So, man, that is really bad. So, and it says must play their card, so it's not even an optional thing. If we have a crisis token, which if you haven't seen them in this playthrough, but you've probably seen them in base game, they look like that. And that's what we have to deal with. His BAM ability is to deal 1 damage and give 1 crisis token to each hero in Ebony Maw's location. And overflow, if we cannot place a civilian or thug token, we will each hero in the location will gain a crisis token. So you can see how that can build up and become pretty bad. And I know that there's a very bad couple of cards in Ebony Maw's Master Plan deck that if we let the crisis tokens get out of hand, our game will be over. Now, he has some really powerful threat cards here. I'm going to go over, there's 2 of each on the board. I'm going to go over this one first. Heroes starting their turn in this location do not get actions from the previous hero card. That's really bad, so we got to get rid of these first. Also, when I was dealing out the Cityscape cards for New York this time, I did not end up with the all-important Avengers Mansion that allows us to heal. It's very bad. So we don't have any ability to heal our characters at the moment. Then he also has telekinesis. This one's not as bad, but it's pretty bad. If he lands on this, he deals 1 damage to each hero in this location and every adjacent location. There's 2 of those. Luckily, they're right next to each other, so they're kind of contained. We also have 2 persuasion cards that are also right next to each other. Persuasion is each hero in this location takes 1 crisis token if there are, and that's if he lands there. If there are no heroes here, play another Master Plan card. So we don't want that to happen either. We got to clear these out very fast. Anyway, that's it. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is shuffle up and draw the cards for our characters. Draw our 3 cards. I just got her shuffled. Let's see what she gets. 1, 2. No, we can't. Not playing yet. We're just drawing her initial 3 cards and getting those set up. So So what does she have? Her 2 wilds. That's not bad. Let me back up for just a moment. There we go. 2 wilds, 2 hits, and a move and a punch. That's great. That's a good start on Moon Knight. Moon Knight's one of my favorite characters in the comics. That's really cool. I was thinking of doing a Midnight Suns type scenario as well at some point. But I don't think all the Midnight Sun type characters are around. So we'll do 1, reach in the middle. I like to just really randomize it at first as best we can. So his 3 cards. Oh, are you kidding me? 2 of his special ones. Moon Knight's suit until the beginning of your next turn. If you would take damage, ignore it. That's good. And move to any location. We got a punch. And then we got his Khonshu's power. We get a wild for each of your special effects cards in the storyline, so we got to hold on to that one for a while if we can. And then last but not least is Mockingbird, shield agent. Let's see what she can do here. That's 1 Spy Master. This is a good card. The next Spy Master Plan card played, do not add civilians or thugs to the location. That's good. And then her next one, let's just, we're going to keep shuffling up. There we go. Got her other Spy Master card. That's not how I wanted that to go down. And then a move and a heroic action. So those are her 3 cards. Now, of course, we always start the game the same way. We start by drawing the Master Plan card of our villains. We're going to give this one more quick shuffle. We'll cut it one more time. And then we're going to draw our first Master Plan. Looks like a zinger to start off with. So no bam, that's good, but we are going to move quite a bit. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to start right here with telekinesis. Luckily, there's no one around him. However, are we going to end up overflowing on the first turn? I think we are. Again, we're probably going to be in luck there because there's no heroes in those spaces. So I'm going to put that up on the villain track up at the top there, and we're going to get this rocking out. So we got, let me see, 2 thugs and a civilian where he's at. Let me get those guys out. That's pretty rough. 2 thugs first and then a civilian in that order. So no civilian goes there, and if it's an overflow, each hero at that location gets a crisis token, but there are no heroes at that location, so we're okay. And then down here, wow, look at down here, we're going to get this, another thug. No civilians because there's not enough space for them. And another thug up here. That could have been really devastating. Each one of those overflowed right away. That could have been really devastating if we had heroes there. And it doesn't say you do anything if there aren't any heroes there, so that's just bad. But that was his first move, so he came out and just laid down some of his enemy types that he can fight us with, and that's what he did. All right, so first up, we're going to go with Black Cat. She's going to be first in the turn order. I drew her new card. It's her Cat Instinct. This is a good one. Gain any combination of these 2. I don't know if I want to do that right away. Well, maybe I do. Actually, I think a move and a punch would do pretty good for us right here. And we'll get her started with a move. Wait, wish I had a heroic to start working on this debilitating torture. Because if we see when we get there, now we'll have to get rid of that one quickly, I think. But let's do it. We're going to do this card. We're going to play a move and a punch. So she's going to be first up in the heroic line. Again, this is Black Cat. She's going to move to here, and she will punch one of the thugs down at New York Police Headquarters, where some villains have infiltrated and done some dirty work there. Next up, we're going to have Moon Knight. He's going to go next. We got his 3 cards here. We've definitely got to hold on to Khonshu's power. Oh, look, it's double. Oh, man, you got a move and a punch there. So what do I want to take? I don't want to take that yet. I think we'll do, well, I think we're going to actually play this right away. We're going to want to get rid of this debilitating torture before she has to go again. So we're going to do that. So he's going to get 2 wilds. He's getting a move, 2 wilds, and a punch. So for his punch, I think we'll move. We'll move first to here. We'll take out another thug there. And then for his 2 wilds, we are going to lay down a couple of heroic tokens. Now, I think we're going to have to end up moving Mockingbird there and try and take that out as well. And I know that she can. She can also do some extra movement. So here are her 3 cards. We're getting started right away. Nobody's got any crisis tokens yet. That's good. And this is the card she drew. That's not terrible. We can, oh, you know what? We could stop him from laying things down next turn. I think we're going to do this one right here because we don't have to we're going to get two wilds. So we're going to be okay here. So we're going to do this. Spymaster. She's got two wilds and a heroic, and she's also, if the card that Ebony Ma draws lays down more civilians or thugs, we won't do that. Her Spymaster is going to prevent that. So that's pretty good. She will move here as with one of her wilds. With her heroic token, she will get rid of the debilitating torture. That is going to go there. We have completed one of the threats. That's good news. And then she has one more wild. I guess she could... Oh, good. You can discard a thug from any location. That's really powerful. She will save a civilian from here, because what else is she going to do with it? I could move. I don't think I want to move here, because then if he bams, doesn't move, and the telekinesis goes off, that's a lot of damage in one turn to her. That'd be 2 points of damage right away. We don't want that. And crisis tokens. So... we're going to end our turn here. At the end of your turn, you may discard a thug from any location. We'll just discard it from Times Square because there's too many there now. Okay, that was good. We got a lot of baddies out on the board right now. We got to take care of them, get them off the board. But that's all three of our characters' turns. That was not a bad turn. We got rid of one of the challenge cards right away. Now we're going to draw another one from... Oh, he didn't move. This is so bad because now we're going to trigger the telekinesis. Genius Intellect. Immediately play a number of additional master plan cards equal to the total number of crisis tokens. This is one of those cards I told you about. Really terrible card. We're still going to take damage. All of our characters are going to take damage. That's bad. So we're going to play this. Luckily, none of us have any crisis tokens yet, so we're okay. But we're going to do some. We're going to take some damage. I guess we're going to have to take Black Cat's 2 punches, put it on the bottom of her deck. Now, why are we taking damage? Well, because of this card. It says deal 1 damage to each hero at this and adjacent locations. Well, all our heroes are at the adjacent location. So we all taken a hit, and we have no way to heal. This can be really bad. We might see some KOs. I'm going to have to get rid of this one for Moon Knight because I'm not getting rid of his 2 specials. If they go on the bottom, there's a likelihood we'll never see them again. And for Mockingbird, I think we'll have to do this move in a punch. And... you notice what's crazy is this one, the one I was hoping for a card that put out a lot of bad guys, and then the one time I play the card, it doesn't do that. So, anyway, we're back around to us. We took some hits from his telekinesis. He's throwing buses and cars at us. We're dodging him, but we took some damage. Remember, these are not some of the most powerful heroes in the Marvel cinematic or comic book universe. So, this could go poorly for us. Anyway, we do have Black Cat with 2 wilds. And her special. So let's draw one more card. We got to move. And what do we have from Mockingbird? A heroic. So I think what we'll do, we can get rid of one of these telekinesis cards, I guess. I would like to get rid of the debilitating torture on the other side of the board, but we're far away from that. We could get rid of some persuasion, though. I think, and some thugs. We need to do a couple of things here, don't we? All right, so let's do this. Okay, we're going to play her double wild already. I know that means that both her and Moon Knight have played their wild cards. This is what she's got in her hand. I could play this, but I think this is a better move. So she's going to have a heroic and 2 wild cards. So here we are. She's going to move here for one of her wilds. Okay, for a heroic, she'll place down a token, and for her other wild, I'm sorry, yeah, we got one more wild. Do I want to place down another token, or do I want to kill a thug off that space? I think I want to kill a thug off that space. Boom, there we go. Because that gives us enough that if he adds a couple folks on, we're not going to get messed up there. All right, now we're down to Moon Knight. These are his 2 cards. We might have to put out his suit, which means that he won't take any damage. Just to make sure he doesn't take more damage. Well, we got a move and a heroic. Well, you know what? We're going to do some challenge issues right here. We're going to get rid of some challenges. We're going to play Moon Knight's suit, which gives him a heroic, and he can't take damage. It says, until the beginning of your next turn, if you would take damage, ignore it, and move to any location instead. So if he does take damage, he gets to go somewhere else. All right. So he gets 1 heroic, which we're going to use to place onto here. He gets another a wild, which we're going to use to fill this card up and take this telekinesis card down. That is completely gone now. He's got one more wild, and I think, oh yeah, I moved the wrong, didn't move him. There, anyway, that's where we should be right there, right? Sorry about that. His first one was, oh, that was it. So he took a wild to move, he placed down 2 tokens, that's it. That's what he gets to do. Okay, that's the end of his turn. And then we got Mockingbird up last here. She also is wounded, but we're not going to take that telekinetics damage unless he moves just 1, then we will. She's got her Spy Master, and she's got that. I don't know if that's really useful to us. And a punch. I think we're going to have to play... Oh wait, sorry, I almost forgot this. At the end of... There are civilians. At the end of the turn, you may rescue 1 civilian from this location from Times Square, so Moon Knight will also rescue a civilian before we play her cards. Okay. And next, what do we do here? I don't want to play our other Spy Master card yet. Though I really don't know when. I need to be able to look at the Master Plan deck and see if I can do something with that. I guess we can play a move in a heroic and rescue another civilian there. That's 2 heroics. That's really useless. Or we can go the other direction. Let's do that. We're going to play that. So that gives her a move and 2 heroics. She will simply move back to S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters and drop 2 heroic tokens on persuasion. We're getting a little out of sorts because we've cleared 2 threats. So there we are. We've got 2 threats cleared, and we're moving around the board, and now it's going to be Ebony Maw's turn. Hope he doesn't do any damage. Maybe he moves a bit there. Are you... God, this is not going well. Well, at least, so Moon Knight's not going to take any damage, but Black Cat is, and that's going to hurt her quite a bit. So let's do this. So he doesn't move again. He's going to bam where he's at. Okay, so bam means just simply give 1 crisis token, 1 damage and 1 crisis token to each hero there. So I think Moon Knight will take the crisis token, even though it says if you would take damage, ignore it and move to any location instead. But I still think he gets the crisis token. So I'm going to give him 1 of those. He's going to move to any location. And I think he'll move up to Stark Labs. So he can start working on other debilitating torture. Okay. However, Black Cat is going to take the BAM effects. So we're going to get rid of, we're going to dump that card on her. She's down to 1 card, so her health is hit, and she got a crisis token. So that means, remember, our next cards we have to play at random, and that really bites. So now we're going to do the bottom part of his card. So we're going to place 2 civilians here, and then 1 civilian at each other location, which means we have an overflow at Central Park, but it's okay because nobody's there. So that is going to end Ebony Maw's turn. He's pretty nasty. Wow, we've already got 1 hero about to go down. No bueno. All right, but we're going to go back to Black Cat, and she has only 1 card in her hand, and so she's going to draw, I guess, I don't know. We'll try and randomize so I forget which one's which. I don't know, I'll just mix them up. Okay, hopefully I got that. Let's see which one it is. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's not good. I don't want that. Cat luck, when the next master plan card is revealed, you may put it on the top or bottom of the deck. Okay, that's fine. But it's got a heroic there. I don't know if that's really useful to us. All right, well, she gets to play that and gets rid of her crisis token. All right. And that leaves her with still only 1 card. Now she has got a move and 2 heroics. Well. I can move her, and she gets to figure out what she wants to do with the next master plan card. That's not bad. Okay, I think now she's got a move and heroic from Mockingbird from last turn, and then a heroic for herself, and then her cat's luck. So I think the right move for her, she doesn't have any combat, so I think she's going to stay right where she's at. Because there's 3 civilians there. We're going to get, okay, well, here's what we're going to do for this turn. She will move, but not yet. So we're going to play, we're going to get rid of these 2 guys with heroic tokens, okay, with her heroics. So those are 2 more civilians saved by Black Cat. And then she's going to actually move away from Ebony Maw down to here where she'll end her turn. And the reason I did that is because on the end of her turn, she gets to discard a thug from anywhere. We'll discard it from Central Park. And that was a good turn for her, all things considered. And then we're going to go on to Moon Knight. He too will have to play. Now he's not that damaged. He's got these 2 cards to play. Hopefully he does not play that. Because he does have a crisis token, which means he's going to have to shuffle these 3 together and hopefully not get the card that... Okay. Oh, just a move. I don't know, that's not great. He's got a move and a heroic. I don't really care about the move at all. We'll take the heroic and we'll place it here. And then I really want to stay there, but I think moving is not a bad, because I don't know where Ebony Maw is going to go. He might as well move here. He'll move to Avengers Tower, settle in on that for now, for the moment. He might move back on his next turn. And then, because he had to play that at random, his crisis token is gone. It's not a bad thing. And then we got Mockingbird, who's neither hurt, well, she's hurt, but she does not have a crisis token. So this is her. Let's see, she's over there at the Persuasion. We almost got the Persuasion done. Problem is, I don't want to finish too many of these cards too quickly. She has a punch and a move. Do I want to get rid of that Persuasion now? I could play Spy Master and get rid of it. And then Ebony Maw. Yeah, this is good. If Ebony Maw doesn't put out people, I can use her Spy Master card. We'll do that. And then if Ebony Maw does not put out people, then we're okay. So she's here. She's going to use a heroic to finish off this one. After each hero at the location takes 1 crisis token. So that is gone. And that means that we have completed our 3rd threat. We're doing pretty good, but Ebony Maw, I think he can get really nasty, so we got to be careful. And we almost got a KO'd hero already. Now, that was her 1 heroic. She's got to move. I think she'll just... You may discard 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck and remove one. No, she's just going to move to there. And then she'll use this ability to clear another thug off of Central Park. There we go. So she's at New York Police Headquarters sending police out to apprehend enemies that are out on the board. And that is going to be her turn. Now we got 2 things happening this turn that's going to define what happens based on this card. So we are not, if we keep this card, he's going to move 2 and bam. That's not bad because his bam is do 1 damage to and 1 crisis token heroes in his location. So I think we're going to keep this. We're not going to exercise her cat's luck. When the next master plan card is revealed, you may put it on the bottom and draw another one. We're not going to do that. We're going to let this happen because we're going to go 1, 2, and then he bams, but there's nobody there. His bam effect does not take effect, which is, there's a bug, sorry, get off the table. Deal 1 damage and give 1 crisis token. There's nobody there, so that's not going to happen. But then none of this happens either because of her Spy Master ability. So he does not put down any of these thugs, and that's going to be the end of his turn. That was actually pretty good. But man, we're almost halfway through this game already. Holy moly. We got to pick up the pace. And so he's up there, by the way, just to give you a recap of what's happening on the board. I'm going to pause there for a minute because I've been meaning to tell you, I think I mentioned this in another video, but I did pick up the new Descent game. And I started watching something and I thought it was going to totally spoil it for me, but I think it's really enticed me to get ready to play that. And that is, I've been watching Rob's Gaming Table, him and his wife Mel, and I just want you to go watch it. It's such a fun experience. It's kind of long because they're doing it live stream and they're playing like whole scenarios and really explaining the depth of the rules and really engaging in the crafting through multiple scenarios. I am on episode 5 of their series, and I can't watch it in real time, so I'm behind. But I kind of stopped watching episode 5 because some drama went down, and I just kind of stopped. I'm going to go back. Well, when I say stopped watching, I stopped watching at that moment because some outside drama came in, and I just paused for a minute and said, I'll come back to it later and see if I can skip past the drama because I don't like drama and toxicity in our... And it didn't have to do with them. It had to do with a scenario, a situation. So their video has been fantastic. And by the way, Mel, his wife, The paint job, I've been struggling to get better at painting, and I think I do an okay job. I mean, I'm not great. Like, I've been painting all these guys. Here's my, I don't know how well you can see it, but my Spider Woman, I think's turned out pretty nice, and you've seen the other ones I've painted. But the paint job that she's done on those really detailed Descent miniatures is fantastic, and I've been enjoying the playthrough. So you get a chance, go watch that. A lot of fun. Okay, back to the gameplay. So we just finished Ebony Maw's turn. I'm a little worried about him. We're about ready to go again. We're about halfway through this scenario, and he may end up walloping us. But we got rid of our crisis tokens, so we did pretty good there. All right, we're going to go back to Black Cat. Now, she's only got one card. That's her Cat Instinct. She doesn't have any crisis tokens. Oh, her Cat Claws. I don't know if this is the same thing. With when the next Master Plan card is revealed, you may put it at the bottom and draw another one. So out of these two, I think we're going to do this one. It's going to give her a move and a heroic, which is not that helpful, but not terrible either. That's actually not that great. And it says gain any two of these. I wish she had two moves. That would be fantastic. But the only thing other thing she can do is get this and get a punch, which isn't going to help her. So we're going to have to play this. We're going to play her Black Cat Cat Instincts. So right off the bat, she's going to gain two other tokens. It's definitely giving her a move token, which she might be able to use this turn instead. And yeah, I think so. She's going to have a heroic. Don't want to put it there. Do want to put it there, but I don't want her to get KO'd either. Okay, so we're going to just take a move token, and I think she'll take a punch token because we're going to have to finish getting rid of some thugs. That's pretty good for her. Now, she still has a move and a heroic. So on her turn, she's going to move to here, and she has a heroic from this card, from Mockingbird. So she'll move to there, and on her turn with the heroic, she'll just rescue the civilian, even though she could rescue it from there anyway. But that's better than wasting it completely, and that will get us halfway to the civilian. I usually don't complete that one. This one, we tend to be needing that, or doing that one more frequently. All right, now we're going to Moon Knight. Now, Moon Knight is not in great shape. Let's see, he's going to draw his third card. He's got some damage on him. Oh, man, can we do it? Can we finish this? We can't. He's going to have a move, and I don't want to play this yet. I don't want to play this yet. Though I could get... If he moves to where Ebony Maw is, he won't get to use the card. And if Ebony Maw doesn't move, that's going to be bad too. Alright, well, I have a choice. I could move this, do this one, and just get a... Oh, you know what? Here's what we can do. This will work out pretty well, I think. Okay, we're going to play this Moon Knight card right here. And then he will then move here, place a heroic token down here, and then he's not going to stay there. He'll continue to move because he's got two moves. He's got one move from her and then one and a heroic from his card. And he'll continue to move over to Central Park. So he beeline through, started looking to see how he can avoid the torture of Ebony Maw at Stark Labs, and then continue to run through there. And that's his turn. Now we're going on to Mockybird. She's hurt. She's got two cards. This is her cards right now. So she's got that. What does that do for us? Not much. I think we're going to play this. Yeah, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play that. And that gives her a punch, a move, and a heroic. So what she'll do there, this isn't the best thing in the world for us, but it's spreading us out. I don't know if that's good or bad. She will move here. She'll use a heroic to rescue a civilian and a punch to punch a thug down. So we're getting really close on. We're going to be able to complete a whole bunch at one time. And that's really one of the things you want to get close to. So when you nail one, you nail another one right away, and then you can damage the villain. And that's important. Okay, unfortunately that's all their turns again. So here we go with Ebony Maw, and we can't stop this, whatever it is. So it's going to be 4, a bam, and some thugs coming out. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. He landed on Black Cat. Man, bad luck right there because he's going to knock her out. Okay, so 4, bam, knocks her, KOs Black Cat. So we're going to knock her over. She's going to put this, her awesome card at the bottom of the deck. I guess I should have played that one, but I didn't. She's also going to gain a crisis token because of Ebony Maw's BAM effect, so that's that. And she is KO'd. Now she has 2 cool tokens. She does not have to get rid of them. I gotta remember, I so rarely KO'd heroes. Like, I've gotten good enough at this, I have to remind myself what it happens when a hero is KO'd. Yeah, so if you're KO'd, you knock the hero figure down and he BAMs again. So basically that's going to mean that Black Cat's going to come back into play with 3 cards again, but 2 crisis tokens to get rid of. Man, our first KO of the entire series so far, I think. Wow. Ebony Maw has given us a bigger challenge. I don't know if it's because I took those cards out or not. But it could be. All right, that is going to be... No, he's got some stuff to put down. He's got a bunch of thugs he's going to put down. I'm glad I cleared space off. I'm running out of bad guys. Wow, where are they? I guess they're on the cards. All right, well, right where he's at, he's going to put down 2 thugs. I must have more. I need to look in the box. Maybe some spilled over into... Yeah, they did. They spilled over into other areas. Okay, and then he is going to put 1 here. And, yeah, I got plenty. And then 1 up here in Central Park. Okay, so they just spilled over into another tray. Okay, that's his turn. That was pretty beefy for a turn of his. He knocked out Black Cat. So she's going to have to get up next turn, maybe with the help of Moon Knight. I'm glad the telekinesis is gone from here, because then that would have hurt Moon Knight as well. But we got lucky there. So now it's Black Cat's turn. She's going to stand up and draw 3 cards, of which I'm just going to draw 3. And she's going to have to play one of them at random. So I'm not even going to look at it, because we have to get rid of one of her crisis tokens to do this. Let's see. All right, here we go. Oh, Cat Claws. Well, that's not bad. And so one of her crisis tokens goes away, and she plays her Cat Claws. Now, this isn't bad, actually, because this is going to help her in an area. When the next Metro Plan card is revealed, you may put it at the bottom and draw another one. So that's good. We're going to play that. Now, she has 2 punches plus the extra cards that she has, or tokens, rather. She's got a move and another one. So she's like punch crazy right now with her Cat Claws, and she's got a punch from Mockingbird's last card. Okay, so she's going to punch a thug. It gets us closer. She'll punch another thug. That's 2. And that's everything she's got. So unless she wants to spend a token, she could punch that last thug down and complete it. This might be the right time. Yeah, we're going to do that. She's going to use this token to spend that and kill or take out the last thug on her space, which means we've cleared the villain's spot now. He's going to go faster now. That's what that means. That's not a great thing for us. But what's going to happen is this is going to slide down here, and now he goes every other turn. Okay. Do I want to move her now? That is the question of the day. I think the answer is no. I think he'll move. He'll continue to move. I hope. Anyway. I hope. Man, why did he land there? That was a bad spot to land in, but it is what it is. Okay. All right. Next up, we are going to go with Moon Knight. I'm just thinking about what he's going to do. He's got these 2 cards. You know, I should have left him in up there with the debilitating torture. Oh, and look at this. Dissociative identity disorder. Now, we know that the Moon Knight character does suffer from this disorder. Shuffle your hand and your draw deck together, then draw 3 cards after we play this. Is that a bad thing? I'm just going to have a bunch of punches. There's 2 thugs there. Or I can do a move and a punch. I think I'm going to do this, because then eventually we'll be able to get to play Khonshu's armor. We're going to play his dissociative identity disorder. We'll play there. That's 2 punches. He will take out 2 more thugs in the space. Of course, doesn't do any good now. I was hoping for a little better. We'll see. And then he will draw another card, or actually, he'll shuffle his discard pile and hand together and draw 3 cards. So he has another punch, but he can't do anything with it. So he's just going to hang tight there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There, he's healed at least, right? He is healed. Okay, and what has he got? So he's got his Khonshu's power still. That's good. And then a bunch of heroic. Oh, that's good. Okay, this might be good for our next turn. We're going to have to hang on another turn. Now we're going to Mockingbird. Let's see, she's got that. She needs more movement than that. Her wilds just came out. Is that going to help us? Yes. No. Well, yeah, it does help. It does help. Okay, we're going to play her wild right now, her double wild. So she's got 2 wilds and 2 punches. With her wilds, she is simply going to move 1, 2, and she gets the 2 punches from Moon Knight's power, and she'll take out these 2 thugs. It doesn't help the way I would want it to yet, but next turn I think that will help us get rid of that threat, and then we'll be able to go after Ebony Maw. So that is a good thing. Okay, next up is Ebony Maw. Oh, shoot. I made a mistake on that. I have to take this back. We're going to put her back there because I can't... let's put that back on top. I have to retract that, put the 2 thugs back here, because Ebony Maw goes every 2 times now, and I was in a rhythm, and I broke the rhythm. So after Moon Knight goes, Ebony Maw goes again. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and bam. That's good, actually. 1, 2, 3. He goes here. He bams there. Nobody's there. That's fine. He does have Persuasion. Each hero at this location takes 1 crisis token. If there are no heroes here, play another Master Plan card. So he's... Wait. We don't have to play this. Right? We don't have to... We can choose to put this at the bottom. And I think I might do that. Let's take a shot at this, because I don't want to put 2 Master Plan cards out at once if we can avoid it. Let's see. Well, this... Actually, the result's the same, because Black Cat has 1 crisis token. Okay, he's not going to move. He didn't bam, so he doesn't hurt Black Cat any further, but he's using his genius intellect to immediately play a number of additional Master Plan cards based on crisis tokens. I don't think we get rid of the crisis tokens, right? Nope, just... I'm going to play a second Master Plan card, so that was bad. Okay, this ended up worse, but it's too late now. He's going to move there with the second one. He is going to bam, so he's going to do a damage to Moon Knight. And I think we'll do that one. We'll take this card and put it at the bottom of the deck. And that's the telekinesis site. So deal 1 damage to each hero in this an additional location. So since he bammed, he's going to do another point of damage. I guess we'll have to get rid of this one. Moon Knight is now hurting badly. And then Black Cat is going to take a hit as well. Oh man, she's got nothing but good cards up. I guess we'll have to... I don't want to get rid of her other one of these. Let's see. Yeah, we'll keep this one. This one's too valuable. We'll put that one at the bottom of her deck. And she's not very likely to ever use it again. But it is what it is. Okay. Then he is going to drop some thugs down. Can't control that either. Okay, so we got a, let's see, in his space, he's going to drop 2 more thugs, and then 1 in each other space. Now, there's no hero up at Stark Labs, so nobody takes a hit there, but there are now full thugs in that space. Okay, now Mockingbird gets to go. That was a expensive, costly error on my part. So Ebony Maw's doing his damage. He's hurting us worse than any other villain has so far. So here are her cards. You're going to get to draw another one. It's going to be that. Okay. Now this does change things a little. No, it doesn't actually. This keeps us on task for this. Yeah, we're going to have to do this. We're going to play that one there. She will then move 2 to here and do the same thing. Punch these 2 guys because of Moon Knight's card. Now they just go in the box. We don't clear anything there, and she's prepared to clear another threat. Now we're going to Black Cat. Now this is not so bad. She's got a crisis token. She's only got 1 card, but we're going to draw another one, so I'm going to have to shuffle these up, try and see which one she plays. I don't know if I care at this point. She can't get to where we want to go. Well, she does. She has 2 wilds. She could. And get there where we can start to fight Ebony Maw. Okay, I don't know which one's which. I wish I had a die almost. Okay, we'll do that one. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but that's okay. Alright, so she is going to use a wild to move. She'll use another wild to move. there. That's the 2 wilds from Mockingbird. She has a heroic, 1 heroic. So we will use this, and that is now gone. We have completed our 2nd mission, which means we can now attack Ebony Maw. That is good. And what does she have left? She has a movement token if she wants it. I don't want her to go KO'd again, so I think to avoid the telekinesis, she's going to use her move token and move here. And she did get rid of her crisis token because she played her card at random. Okay. And that is 2 people again, so Ebony Maw goes again. Ah, this is getting rough. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Wow, that's bad. Oh wait, end of turn, you may swap card now. Not worth it. Okay, yeah. Whew. We're going to have an overflow where Moon Knight is. He's going to get hurt again. He might go down. Okay, well, we're going to move him, Ebony Maw, to there. We can actually damage Ebony Maw now. He's going to BAM, which means for the first time, nope, not for the first time, she's going to take a damage. I guess we'll do that one. Goes on the bottom of her deck. And she gets a crisis token. Then we're going to put down some civilians. We're going to put 1 in his space, so not an overflow there. We're going to put 2 over there with an Avengers Tower with Black Cat. And then we're going to put 2 with Moon Knight, and it says the overflow is oh, it's just a crisis token. Okay, so if 1 or more can't be placed, give the hero a crisis token. So Moon Knight now has a crisis token as well. Not great. And then we're back around to who goes next. I think it is Moon Knight. So Moon Knight only has this card, so he's going to draw another one, and we'll see what he does here. He's got, what has he got? Just a heroic. So not a lot he can do there. You can get rid of the telekinesis, but I don't know what the value is of that. I'm just trying to shuffle this up so I forget what's what. And here we go. Okay, it's Khonshu's power. So we're going to get, he's got 1. Does he have more than 1 of these specials on the board? I'm looking. Yes, 2. He's got 2. Just 2. So I didn't get to place a 3rd one out before this came up. And it's heroic. So he's going to get 2. It says gain 1 wild token. So I'm getting those out now. 1 wild token for each card in each special card in the storyline. He's got 2 of those. So now he's got 2 wilds. That's not bad. And this that'll give him a heroic and another heroic. Not great, but he does have a 2 wilds. So with his heroic, well, he might as well just do this. He's going to take 2 civilians off this timeline and do this with his 2 heroics. And then with his wilds, he's going to spend 1 to move to here. He'll spend another 1 to hit Ebony Maw, finally. We finally got some damage on Ebony Maw. Boom! That is the end of his turn. And then we're going to go to Mockingbird. Now, Mockingbird is there, but she is not in good shape. Oh, and he gets to get rid of his crisis token. Mockingbird also has a crisis token, so we're going to have to get this. What are we going to do? Let's see. Oh, what am I doing? Let's turn these around. Okay. I'm not looking. I'm trying to randomize this as much as possible. I'm actually doing a good enough job where I don't know which card I'm pulling, but anyway, let's do this. Okay, what do we get? Battle staves. So she's spinning her staff around. She's going to do a damage. But we're going to play this because we don't have a choice. So she's got a heroic, a punch, and she can defeat 2 thugs. Well, unfortunately, there's only 1 thug there. So we'll get rid of him. She can do 1 damage to Ebony Maw. And that's that. And then she will place another civilian. Now, this is important because we just cleared our last mission. And what does that do for us? When we complete the other one, every hero gets to immediately draw a card, which might save the game for us. So, Black Cat just drew that card. Now she's not going to drop immediately on a KO. Moon Knight gets that one. And then also she gets to get rid of this token. That's Mockingbird. And then Mockingbird also draws that. That's good. Okay, that's helpful. But Ebony Maw's going again right now, so that's not good. Okay, we have no way to do anything against his stuff, so we're just going to go. He's starting to take some damage. He's going to go 1, 2. This is good, actually. Well, not so good. 1, 2. He will then place down some heroic, or some guys down. Okay, bam, but there's nobody there with him, so the bam doesn't matter. He then is going to place down one civilian where he is. That's not that big a deal. He's going to place one here. It would overflow, but there is nobody there, so that's okay. Then he's going to place one here with Black Cat. It is full. There's only 3 spots there, so Black Cat will take another darn crisis token. And that is going to be his turn. We're down the wire, guys. We've got to defeat him like now. Or we're not. So, okay, let me think through this. Who's going next? It's going to be Black Cat. Okay, I have to juggle these around. Let's see here. Okay, let's see what she got. 2 punches. Is that helpful? Not at all. Wow, that is like the worst card she could have gotten on that. At least she gets rid of her crisis token. Two punches do nothing for her where she's at. She can't move there. She can't get to him. Oh, what a waste. Okay, well, so that wastes hers and Mockingbird's 3 punches because there's no thugs where she's at. And this is the end of the turn. You can swap out 1 card from your hand to your storyline. No, she's got her cat instinct. I like that one. I wish that's the one she had drawn, but she didn't. So total waste of turn of hers. Moon Knight's going to get to go. Now he doesn't have, he's going to have to move for sure, but he can't move to him. Doesn't have enough movement. He's got a bunch of punches. This isn't going to help either. Look at all these punches, man. I got to get to Ebony Maw with this stuff. So I guess we'll play this. Except I don't think he's going this way. I think he's going to go back towards... He's going to go back this way and punch out one of these thugs just to get it off the board. And that is... Because Ebony Maw is going to continue around this direction, I would think. Okay, that's 2 characters. We're about done with the game, y'all. It's almost over for us. Let's see what happens. Move clockwise to the next location with the most heroes. Well, that's going to be with Moon Knight. Each hero in Ebony Maw's location gets a crisis token. Okay. So that's just going to be Moon Knight. So Moon Knight gets a crisis token, and that's it. That was actually probably the least severe thing that could have happened, and maybe we can get our characters now to go fight him. Okay, Mockingbird is up next. She's right next door. She does have a move and a punch from Moon Knight. This is what she's got. So she's going to play this card with 2 punches. That's going to get 3 hits on Ebony Maw, which is great. So... or 2 hits rather. So she's going to use, 3 hits. She's got a move and a hit from him. So she moves here. She hits Ebony Maw 1, 2, 3 times. God, he's down to 2 health, y'all. 2 health. We might just get him. I don't think so, but we might. Whew, okay. All right, well, so now we get Black Cat gets to go. She's got her cat instincts. Can we get to him and do 2 points of damage somehow? Let's see. She does not have a crisis token. It's only Moon Knight. What does she get? Well, she's playing this, so she's going to have... she's going to play this. All right. And that gives her 2 tokens. She's going to get a move. 2 moves from that. No, she's got a move from her own card. So she'll get a move and a punch, and I think we've just won. So... she has a move on her card. She will get a move token and a punch token. There we go. Move and a punch. She will spend the move and the move on her card. Go 1, 2 over to where Ebony Maw is. She will then punch. Wait, yeah, actually he didn't bam last time. That was why everybody's okay. Okay, and then she will punch here and get 2 punches from Mockingbird, which defeats Ebony Maw. I think I may have made one mistake in there. I may have lost track of that for a moment, but I think I'm okay. I think we ended up all right. And that was really tough. That was a much tougher game. I had to think about that a lot more. In the end, we did. The 3 heroes did defeat Ebony Maw. Let me see. What do I think of these 3 heroes? I love Moon Knight. I love Moon Knight. I love this that adds some randomness to him, which makes perfect sense for his character. And I love his Khonshu's power, which allows him to piggyback off all the specials he's put in the chain. The more the better. I was only able to get 2 of those out in the chain before that came up. But that's okay. And his armor's pretty, his suit's is pretty neat too, where he doesn't take damage and he moves to another location. I like that a lot. All right, well, what did you think of that battle? That was against Ebony. Ebony was tougher. Now, I only made it moderately harder by removing these 3 cards, not significantly harder. And I don't think those 3 cards made a difference on the difficulty. I think it was the villain. Ebony Maw's quite a bit tougher. And we kind of got lucky. Like, if one of Ebony Maw's genius intellects had come out when people had more than 1 crisis token, that could have been devastating. But we got lucky, and the one time that came out for us, the first time there was nothing, nobody had a crisis token, and the second one, there was only 1. So I think that saved the game for us. But yeah, that's it. So that's the end of this scenario, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying this, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Please like, share, and subscribe, and spread the word on the channel. I have a lot of fun doing this, but of course, the more viewership, the better for me. So please help out in that regards, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Have a good one.